And there we are. Less than 2 hours later, I have, let me look really quickly, about 7 dozen wreaths and about 5 dozen trees. I didn't split the batter or the cookie dough completely in half, so I don't know how that would have worked out. But, so I got a lot of cookies. Yet this is probably not the only time I'm going to make these. I'll probably make them at least one more time between now and the holidays. So they turned out really well. I know that I was saying that it's kind of hard to crank them. Once you get into the habit of it and the ritual and the rhythm of it, it's actually pretty easy. And you have to realize that the dough is really forgiving. So if it's a completely messed up cookie, just take the dough, throw it back in the bowl, put it back through the next time. If it's something where a couple pieces of the wreath have come off, you can always put them back together, and when it bakes, it'll stick together. You probably saw some of the wreaths, looked a little weird. This one, it doesn't even look like a wreath from the back. It's just got it's flat because there was too much dough. But when you look at it from the front, because I put a cherry in it, it looks like a wreath with a cherry in the middle. So, turned out really well. Some of the trees, if you're not careful, can look a little bit more Charlie Brown than others. It's okay, they're cookies, they don't have to be perfect. If you're making them for Santa, and you are all set to put them out on a nice tray, and I have this problem all the time, I always want to tip the cookie, and it always wants to slide off. But if you're putting them out, I don't know if Santa prefers the ones with the cherry or without. So you might have to do one of each if you have the cherries on hand. I'm sure he would not complain if he had the plain ones, but just in case, you might want to put out one of each. So what would you put out with them? If these are for Santa, I would probably go with the traditional glass of milk. If they're for me, and this is something that's a little odd, I'm not going to dunk. I will tell you up front, I'm not going to dunk. But when I'm baking Christmas cookies, one of the things I almost always have on hand is a can of Coke. I don't know why. A long time ago, probably back in college, when I was baking, I would just kind of grab a Coke as I was doing it. And yeah, just what I need. All the sugar and everything from the cookies, and then add a Coke to that. I don't know. But consequently, it's a taste that I enjoy with these cookies. So try it at your own risk. So there we go. The holidays have begun in our house, and I hope they are starting off well in yours. Whichever holidays you're celebrating, go for it, enjoy it. If it's a year when you don't really feel like it, that's okay too. Everybody has those years. So there have been years where we put up the tree and put lights on it and never put a single ornament on it. And there are years where we spend an entire afternoon doing everything. So I understand that. People will deal with it. And it's a hard time of year for a lot of people, so just do what works for you. And one of the things that should work for you is these cookies. They're really good. Oh, did I point out, they do get a really nice brown on the back, which is really good, because that means the sugar is caramelized, and it just tastes really good. So anyway, enjoy these, enjoy the beginning of the season, and I will see you in a week.